All right, welcome to the first part of our press conference here from the FIBA Olympic Qualifying Tournament 2020 in Victoria, Canada, the final. We have Team Greece with us, Coach Rick Pitino and Georgios Papagiannis. Coach, I'll ask you first, just your immediate thoughts after that game.
Well, obviously we didn't make the ultimate goal to get to the Olympics, but I think what hurt us most in this game, besides the brilliance of the Czech Republic, was the back-to-back games without a day preparation. We're a big preparation team, and they're a veteran team that took advantage of us in a lot of different areas. They dominated us on the glass 35-23. Their assists 25-12. Turnovers, they won it 17-14. Our leading rebounder was a 20-year-old who was hardly played, Nikos. So the effort was there, but the game wasn't. But that's due to the brilliance of the Czech Republic. They were just much better than us. The guys played terrific in a style of play they're not used to. But tonight, I just think we were not prepared for what we witnessed out there.
Thanks, Coach. GP, I'll ask the same thing from you, just from a player's perspective. Your thoughts on the final game?
I'm going to agree with the coach. Czech Republic really deserved the game. They really started the ball really well, and we didn't do a good enough job in the rebounding. And credit to them, they got the game.
Thanks, GP. We'll now open the floor for questions from the media. Just use the raise hand function, and we will be able to get to your question. Up first, we have Madison Guernsey.
Hey guys, it's Madison Guernsey with FIBA. I have one for Coach and one for Georgios. Coach, we talked earlier in the week, and you had mentioned that there weren't very high outside expectations for this team, just kind of given all the roster shuffling, et cetera. And I'm just curious, as you guys went on this run this week, if you got any messages or calls from Greece or just from other folks that you know who were kind of watching what was going on.
Not really. Not from Greece, certainly. A lot from the States, but not much from Greece. But not many people in Greece have my phone number. So, and I don't read Greek, so I couldn't tell you what they're saying. I will say this, though. We'll go home and we'll understand that in a very short period of time, we created a style of play that was, besides tonight, outstanding. We accomplished a lot. This young man to my right has grown a lot as a basketball player. He's lost about 50 pounds. He's turned himself into a really terrific basketball player. That's one of the best players in all of Europe. But we ran into a team that on back-to-back situations knows how to play. And we didn't. So a lot was accomplished by Greece making this run. A lot has to improve in Greece with the developmental stages of young basketball players, so they become a PG, so they become a Spanoulis down the road. Because there's a lot that has to be developed. Right now, we only have one, Roga, and he has a lot to learn. The FIBA system at the young ages has to be developed, so it continues into what we see today with some of the guys like PG.
Madison, a second question there for PG.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you, where you think the state of Greece basketball is at. You guys have a lot of young guys on this team, some older veteran guys, and I don't know, where do you think you guys are at as you get ready to move forward here?
Well, that's a pretty much question for a coach. I don't know. I mean, as young guys, we're trying to prove ourselves every day on the court and, get the best out of there. And being in the national team is the highest, honor for any basketball player. So whoever is ready is going to be on the team.
Thank you. We'll now move to Christopher Johnson.
Hi, Coach Pitino. I'd like to ask you about your thoughts about the Czech team. What was very impressive to you? What do you think are the sort of key ingredients to their success?
Well, I think for us tonight, they dominated the glass. And by dominating the glass, they, off free throws as well, They got wide open threes. They beat us in the game was lost for us in the first quarter by getting beat in transition. We got beat down the floor in transition with turnovers, but they were brilliant. Look, 2-point shots, they shot 76%, 3-point shot 44%. They had a brilliant night. After coming in an overtime game, even more so. So that tells you what an experienced team they are. They got 6-7 guards. They got big men that can create mismatches. So they deserve all the credit. We're real proud of our basketball team. We're all disappointed, and I want them to be disappointed. I want the feeling that it really hurts to lose because it helps them to grow as young men.
Aris, you're up next.
Hello, Coach. Aris Bargas from Eurohoops here. I have a question for you because you have already talked about the change in the style of play and the development of young talent in Greece. How do you fit in that landscape? Can you talk us about your future with the Greek national team? Because you are a volunteer. You are working pro bono. What the future holds for you?
There is no future for me. I'm just PG's friend, ex-coach. I'm no longer the national coach. This is a one stint for me. It's something that takes a lot of my time. It took 6 weeks, and I still have a team back home. I have assistants that are recruiting. So obviously I have a job, and this is a one-shot deal. They have a lot of, they don't even know who's in charge of the federation yet, but there are a lot of terrific Greek coaches that can carry on what we tried to build this week. And certainly I'm there to help them in any way. I love Greece. I love the players I'm coaching. But this is a one-shot deal for me.
All right, Coach, this concludes. And PG, thank you for joining us here. It was a privilege to watch you guys compete. And I hope that you guys have a safe trip back home.
Thank you.
Part of this press conference. Coming up next is Czech Republic. All right, welcome back to the second portion of our press conference. We have the victorious team, Czech Republic, after defeating Greece 97-72 in the final. They now head to the Tokyo Olympic Games. Coach Ronan Ginsberg with us, and the TISO tournament MVP, Tomasz Sadaransky. First of all, guys, congratulations.
Thank you.
Coach, I'll ask you your thoughts on not only this game, but getting to the Olympics.
No, it's an amazing feeling. I think that right now I can't express what I feel. I believe that in a few days I will understand it. But as I told players before we start this game, that every kid, when he start play basketball or other sports, dreaming to be in Olympic Games, also as a coaches. And it's a dream come true. I'm very happy. I think that we don't have nothing to speak about this game. I think that we have a great bunch of guys with great character. I was a little bit worried where they will find the power to play today, because yesterday they played a lot of minutes. And this guy next to me told me before the game that he's a little bit tired.
I was joking.
But again, amazing.
Thanks, Coach. Tomasz, you're the tournament MVP, the TISO tournament MVP. First of all, just your thoughts on the way you played here individually, and then also the team being able to go to the Tokyo Olympic Games.
It doesn't matter how I play individually, you know. Obviously, it's nice and that, but we came here just to qualify for Olympics, and it's amazing. Like Coach said, it's difficult to express the feelings, because for me personally, I know for all of those guys there in the locker room, that this was to go to Olympics. That was my biggest dream since I was a kid. Bigger than going to the NBA. You know, I was a big fan of Olympics, and it means so much, you know, that you can go there and represent your country. And not even my wildest dreams I could imagine that I'll go there with basketball. You know, we are a team, I think after 12 years, first team that qualified for Czech Republic for Olympics. So, you know, it means so much to us. And I'm so proud of the team, that what they did today. Coach is right, I was a little tired before the game. I was hoping that I find some kind of energy during the game, but I think today Jan Vesely was the motivator and the guy who really get us going. He saw Serbia lost against Italy, and he was so motivated to be there at the Olympics. And he just played with such energy, and he changed the game for us. And then everybody else kind of, you know, contribute, and all our bench did a great job. This goes to our team and to all our fans.
Thanks, Tomasz. And we'll start with questions. If you have a question, just use the raise hand function in the Zoom chat, and we'll be able to get to you. Madison Guernsey's up first.
Hey guys, Madison Guernsey with FIBA. My question is for Tomasz. You guys made it real interesting yesterday and against Uruguay, but you were in control of this one the whole time. Can you just kind of take me through this last week and kind of, I'm sure, the roller coaster of emotions that you guys have gone through?
I think it's unbelievable, because we were getting better every game. We didn't start well, obviously. Like we talked about with the coach before during the press conference, the lack of practice, the lack of preparation influenced us a lot. But we believe in this group. You know, we got good chemistry playing with each other for a long time. And I think as we were getting better every game, obviously we were kind of lucky, you know, also against Uruguay the last minutes, against Canada as well. But I think, you know, the luck goes.
They're lucky.
But, you know, the luck sometimes goes to the team who wants the more and who is willing to sacrifice, and that's what we did. I think we fought the most, and the last game, you know, we continued to get better, and today we were really in control for the whole game. But we really respected Greece, but today the energy was there, and we were able to come up with a win.
Christopher Johnson up next.
Hi, Tomasz, congratulations. Yesterday, Blake was talking about how he's known you for a long time. I think he said he knew you since you were a kid. And you've talked about how this team has been together for a long time. I think there were 9 guys playing together in 2019 as well in the World Cup. How important is that to play together for a really long time? And just tell us more about sort of the history of this, of you guys being together as a team.
I think it's everything for national teams. You know, you see a lot of national teams who put the group together and they've been playing consistently for a lot of years and going to the different events. And you see how powerful they are, how they can overcome the tough situations. And I think that's what we did today, you know, or this tournament. We've been playing at all Eurobasket since 2013, had a good 2019 World Cup, and you know, today we made the dream come true for our national team. And it's important, you know, we know Neno style, we know how to have fun as well. I think it's super important too. You would never imagine, you know, that we could be here and we always kind of celebrate to be with each other, you know, and I think that gives us the strength that we are able to sacrifice for one another, and just happy for them.
Speaking of having fun, there's a rumor going around that you guys have spent time having at least one drink after each game, late at night together.
We had one beer before the game.
Before game.
Before the game, okay.
Yeah.
Who brought that to the team, and what has that done for you guys to kind of bond?
Who brought that? Just
This is Czech mentality. You know, Czech mentality, it's beers. Usually it's a lot of beers, but before game it's only one beer, and it's good, you know, to make them together.
I mean, we have our meetings before the games where we kind of sit with each other, laugh, you know, talk about different stuff, not really worry about the game, drink a beer, and then we are focused. But I think that's a team building, you know. I think that makes us sacrifice for each other, you know, trust each other. It's important being with national team, having fun, you know, and I think we did that with previous generation, we do it now, and you know, it's working, you know, so why change it?
You mentioned the previous generation, and you also mentioned for you, Tomasz, you know, a dream to go to the Olympic Games. I know a lot of players before you that wore the Czech national team jersey had that same dream. What do you think that means for them to see you guys go through?
Well, obviously, I'm a little sad for them, you know, for guys like Jiří Welš, Luboš Bartoň, Petr Benda, you know, those were the guys who kind of started that when we came, me, Jan, you know, Vojta, Hruban came to the team, they were with us. It was a nice generation, you know, nice kind of like a chemistry, you know, between older generation and a younger one. And, you know, I think it meant a lot for us, the younger generation, to have them on the team. I'm pretty sure they are celebrating right now, but we call them Jedek, which is grandpas. And they text us and they say the only thing that we regret that we are not there with you guys. I think you can also say something about that.
I think that first of all, we miss players when we came here. We miss the captain, Vojta Ruban. They make a great job for us all over the years, and we miss Martin Kreutz, that is also a big part of our chemistry, and we miss some young players. So I think that we need to get really, we all respect the players that came and show, play together and show this. Forgot someone?
Yeah, no, I want to mention too Vojta and Kreutz. You know, obviously I'm kind of sad they can't be with us. You know, Vojta was so important, and Martin as well, for the success we had in 2019, even in previous years. So that really sucks, you know, that they can't be here, but this victory goes also to them.
Tomasz, the coach sitting next to you, you shared a big embrace with when you came off the floor. What is it meant to have you know, Coach Ronan with you in this journey? And
didn't hear what you say.
I mean, he's my guy. You know, I have a special relationship with this guy here. You know, we've been together since, what, 2014? He always tells me he doesn't coach me like he would coach me in a team. You know, he gives me that kind of freedom. He understands that. He understands that this is important, being with the national team. Gives this kind of freedom to your leaders. Same with Jan. Same. He knows how to coach Andre too, which is not easy. I'll tell you that. But look what he was able to do in this tournament. So I think Neno understands that this is about a good relationship with your players and make them feel comfortable, and they give you everything on the court.
We have a question from Christopher Johnson. Christopher, go ahead.
Yes, this is for both of you. You've qualified into a very difficult group in Tokyo with the U.S., France, and Iran as well. And, you know, what is your feeling going into that? You've talked about the advantage of you guys playing together for a long time, drinking beer before the game. I think you're playing against, for example, Team USA. They're probably not doing that, right? Those guys, you know, maybe
We'll have 5 before that game.
I'm not sure they're not doing this.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the one thing I'm looking forward to his, you know, film session before that game, because usually it's like, oh, well, they do everything, so what am I going to tell you? No, I mean, at this point, it's obviously about having fun, but we're not going there just to, you know, just to be there. I think France is a still playable game. You know, we have Iran as well. USA is obviously like celebration of the basketball, but we don't want to go there and just like take pictures with them, you know, and I'm pretty sure everybody want to show what they got, and it's going to be amazing to play against such a great guys.
Coach, you got a big game out of Andres Balvim today, and through the tournament, he had great games. Last time at the World Cup, he had a lot of weight on his shoulders, being one of the only bigs with Jan not there. Defensively, he's come a long way, in my opinion, especially in this game. But what did he do in this tournament specifically that kind of helps you get to this point?
I think also the last tournament, Andre, you know, sometimes you feel that you have problem with him with defense, but it's not true. He changed a lot of shots. He know where to stand. It's a lot of work with mentality also with Andre and Satir, the guy that also charged about it. But I think that he's a great player. I think that he should be in EuroLeague. This is my opinion, but I don't know why it's not working. You know, we learn by moving from day to day, because I think I didn't know that I didn't expect that I will use Andre and Jan together, and we didn't practice about it. And when we start checking and it looks good, so it makes Andre an even better player for us. So he's a great player. He can be, and he can be much better if he believes in this.
Now that you guys are away from all the games that happened here in Victoria, the game against Canada was pretty nerve-wracking, I'm sure, for you guys. Thomas, you hit a big shot to close the door. In those moments, I know Coach said yesterday in the press conference that you asked for the ball, but in that moment, what was your feeling like, and after the fact that you hit that shot?
He asked me the ball. He said, I want the ball, and he don't know, but for sure I give him the ball. I don't give to no one else.
Yeah, but what he talks about, it's important, you know, because having confidence from your coach and from your players makes you feel calm, you know, when in those moments. And you know, I've done it before, and I was believing in myself, and having the confidence, you know, just from others makes you feel that you can do it. So obviously the game against Canada was kind of a roller coaster, and I said it before. I'm proud how we reacted in overtime, because not many group of players or not many teams can do this. You know, they were up by 5, and we were still able to find something to change the game, and I think that makes this group really special.
Coach, last one here for me. I asked Tomasz what his thoughts of going to the Olympic Games was like. What about you? How do you feel about going?
Said in the beginning, you know, now right now we are celebrating and we are happy and this, and like Thomas said, we are not coming to be visitors over there. I can go to other places also. My wife wants to go to the Maldives, and we're not going. So, I know this guy.
Will you be in a Czech village or Israel village?
Czech village. I know these guys when we finish the celebration, when we start practicing. Again, they are winners. Believe me, they are winners. They are believe in themselves, and we will come. You know, of course, America, the USA, it's a mission almost impossible. France, like Thomas said, we can compete with them, and Iran, we don't know yet. So we want to do the best. You know, we are not coming only to be visitors. We want to do the best.
Well, it was a pleasure for me to watch you guys here. qualify for the Olympic Games. Congratulations, and don't party too hard.
Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Welcome to the Olympics, guys.